Big Mac Dan Clear again today, back once again with another episode of Trucking with the Big Mac. Amazing. I'm straight back 2 times in a week. Now, that's because, like I said on yesterday's episode, I'm doing a lot of competition entries. This one is for IDIC Beer's amazing 7,000 subscriber giveaway competition. So Nick recently reached 7,000 subscribers like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And last night he actually got up to 8,000 subscribers. So since the start of the competition, he's gained 1,000 subscribers. So that shows you how excited people are for this giveaway and how much they want to win this giveaway. So the prize you can win, I think there's 2 prizes for this one. Before I record these videos, I should watch the giveaway videos to find out for sure, but for some reason I don't do that. I watched this video when he first put it up the other week. So one prize I think is a mystery prize from IDIC Beer, 40k. I keep forgetting to add the 40k, but I'm sure you'll find him if you search for him. And if you're watching this channel, chances are you're already subscribed to him anyway. So yeah, it's a mystery prize from IDIC Beer, 40k. And the other prize is a start collecting box set supplied by Wargames, wargamesuk.co.uk. Make sure you check them out. And I'm going to be talking about them in this video because Nick asked us to, for this giveaway, if you want more entries into the giveaway, just basically tell him where you go for your wargaming supplies. So whether it's dice, paints, whatever, just tell him where you go and why you go there. So I've got a few places I go myself. So let's start with the source. I go to Games Workshop. I live in the UK. I don't buy massive loads at Games Workshop, but I'm in there every other week, whether I'm picking up, at least once a month I go in and buy White Dwarf, although this week I bought it from Sainsbury's actually. So yeah, I go to Games Workshop normally though. I get White Dwarf, I get like smaller purchases like a squad here and there. If I need something on the day and I'm near a Games Workshop, I'll go in and buy it from Games Workshop. But the Games Workshop I go to is basically it's in this place in the northwest, just near Manchester, called Stockport. And not far from the Games Workshop I go to, there's also Element Games where I go. So I go to Element Games if I want it for a little bit cheaper. I don't mind a little bit of a drive out of my way. It's only 10 minutes down the road from Games Workshop driving, if that. But yeah, I go there if I want it a little bit cheaper, and I don't mind just going that extra little distance. Most of the time with them, I've had exceptional service. Never really had anything to complain about, apart from there was a stock issue on the website, but that can happen. I've worked in retail in the past, and stock issues can happen from time to time, where it basically what they actually physically have in store isn't matching up to what it says they have on the website or on their stock system. So I can understand that, and I tend to get quite good service there myself. There's different people. If you want to look at reviews of Element Games, just Google it. I'm sure you'll find some positive reviews and some negative reviews, the same as most places really. So the third and final place I go is probably the one I go for most of my purchases. I keep slurring my words. I swear I've not been drinking. The only thing I'm drinking at the minute is coffee. I'm driving today, so definitely not been drinking. So the third and final place I go to is Wargames. wargamesuk.co.uk is the website. And so the prize for this competition is supplied by Wargames. So I'd more than happily take something free off them, because I do go there. But I get really good service from Wargames. The great thing about Wargames is Martin and the team, it's quite a close-knit team. So if you ever have any issue and you speak to one person one day and then they're not in the next day or something, it's only a small team, and they can hand over to each other really well. It's not like say you take a supermarket like Tesco or something, where somebody will serve you on the bakery and then you go in for 2 weeks and you don't see that person again. So if you had an issue with that person previously, you couldn't necessarily identify them because there's that many people that work there. Whereas Wargames, although it's a really impressive store when you go in, if you're ever in the northwest of England, especially Merseyside area, nip over to Southport and just it's on Lord Street in Southport. I park in Morrison's normally, and of course go in to make a purchase from Morrison's, so I'm officially a customer. Normally I park in Morrison's and just walk down Lord Street, grab a coffee on the way down or something. But they do coffee in store as well in Wargames. They've got snacks and stuff if you want to go there for a day of gaming. There's plenty of restaurants and pubs and stuff in Southport where you can go for food if you want to spend all day there, have lunch and stuff. But yeah, they do have facilities in the store as well for eating and comfort facilities and what have you. So if you want to spend a day in Southport and maybe gaming as well, then I'd really recommend visiting Wargames, because you do get such good service. If I ever have an issue with anything, I speak to Martin basically. If I want to tweak my order slightly, I don't want that, I want an extra squad of this instead, I just go directly to I contact them on the Facebook page, or sales@wargamesuk.co.uk I think is their sales email address, or you can call them directly as well. There's normally someone there to answer the phone, especially obviously in the trading hours. I think they're open till 11 at night, so it's, there's someone there a lot of the time. When in the waking hours, you're likely to get a good service off them. So like I said, because it's a small close-knit team, they all know what each other are doing, kind of thing. So if there's ever any issues, normally I think if there's ever any big decisions to be made, it's Martin that makes them anyway. But yeah, you get such good service there that's why I think I will always go back to Wargames. One of the reasons I do go to Wargames, it's not close to me really. It's I think it's about 30-40 miles away, something like that. But one of the reasons I do go to Wargames is because when he was opening the store, he did a Kickstarter so he could get his stock levels right up, so he could afford to do that, ordering a lot more than he needed. So after the first week of sales, he hadn't sold out of a lot of things and had to wait for it all to come back in. So I backed the Kickstarter, and I got an extra discount, and I've got 2 of them left to use. But then after that, I think I'll still go to Wargames for a lot of my purchases, for the simple fact of the matter is I know I'm going to get a great service there, and that's the reason I go there. Like I said, so some of the main things for me when I'm choosing where to go to purchase things, it's convenience. That's a big thing. So I nip to Games Workshop and Element Games, which are relatively close to me, and service as well. Like, service is really important to me. Having worked in retail in the past as well, I know there's good service and bad service. I used to work in a Nike store, and we did gate analysis. I couldn't remember what it was called then. It's not even been that long since I worked there. But yeah, we did gate analysis, which is basically we film you from behind as you're running on a treadmill, and then we tell you what shoes are going to best suit your gait, the way you run, the way your legs and ankles move when you're running. So like we'd spend a lot of time with the customer, and then at the end of it, they may say, no, I don't want a pair of trainers. But you've spent that time with the customer. You've invested something into them, and they're more likely then to come back to you, not necessarily you personally. I mean, a lot of customers do come back in and ask for a specific person that served them before, but thankfully in the store I worked in, the vast majority of people were more than capable and as enthusiastic, if not more enthusiastic, about the products and about knowledge of the products, as I was. So great service. It promotes good return custom, really. So that's a really important thing to me. And I've not myself had anything. Have I had anything go wrong with Wargames? I think I've had one issue where I've gone to store and something hasn't been delivered by the supplier. I only really buy Games Workshop products, so let's say Games Workshop. And then Martin sorted it out, so he's offered to send it to me the next week, but I've not been up to anything the next weekend anyway, so I shot over and visited again, and then picked it up that following week. There was just one thing missing from an order. I think it was when I was ordering Deathwatch stuff, actually. I think it might have been the flyer from the Deathwatch things, but I can't remember exactly. yeah, so I just picked it up next week instead. And if you like, this is like on a sidebar, if you like amusement arcades and stuff like that, there's one in Southport, which I think everybody should go and visit once in a lifetime. There we go, I'll leave that there. And yeah, so that's what I look for when I'm going for, when I'm making my purchases. I want a store that I want to support, you know. It's as simple as that. It's not always the most convenient to go to War Games. I mean, most of the purchases I'll make from War Games will be over £40 anyway, and you get free shipping over £40. So, you know, it's just I like being able to pick something up straight away. So I probably will visit still after my final 2 discounts run out. Yeah, so I'll leave it there, guys. If you've not already entered Nick's competition, make sure you check out the video, his giveaway video. I'll pop it in the description down below. Check it out, and if you're not subscribed to Nick, subscribe to him. We'll get him up to 9,000 by the end of the month. We'll see. Right, I'm sure he'll be at 10,000 by the end of the year. I think his target for this year was to get to 6,000 or something, and we're halfway through the year. He's up to 8,000, so there we go. It's amazing how some channels just blow up all of a sudden. I mean, Nick's always been he's always been a channel that's grown week after week, but the rate of growth has increased substantially in the past few weeks. Like I said though, I'll leave it there. It's only supposed to be a short video, this. It's nearly up to 12 minutes now, so I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks very much for watching if you did watch, and yeah, I'll see you on the battlefield.